What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Rain Dog, Rain Drizzle, and my co-host, co-captain, Cole, conspirator, Uncle Juju.
What is up, babies?
How's everybody doing? Welcome back to BXTV, aka Back from Hell, your Spotify and YouTube podcast where you didn't know everything you needed to know. You know what I'm saying? So welcome back. We're on track this week, you know what I'm saying? No more late releases. Everything will be on time. If you're new here on Spotify or YouTube, welcome. Make sure you drop a like, comment, or subscribe, or a follow if you're on Spotify. And if you're here on YouTube, I'm doing a YouTube short series called Venom War Wolverine. Part 1 is out now. Part 2 will be out this week. So keep an eye out on that for the shorts. But in the bigger and better news, welcome. Me and Juju are back. We got a very Batman Penguin-filled episode. Yeah. Everything Batman related that happened this week or past week is pretty much what's on our radar. So yeah, with that being said, me and Juju like to do a thing here called Comic Book of the Week. Basically, every week we put a comic book on a scale of 1 to 10 on the chopping block for art and story. Basically lets you know, is this comic book worth pulling? Should you add it to your pull list? Should you hit up your LCS, your Kindle, whatever, your Comixology, and add it? And that is Absolute Batman #2. That is by Scott Snyder and Nick Dragotta. I'm probably saying that wrong. But, yeah, dude. This colorist Frank Martin, letterer Clayton Cowles, you know what I'm saying? They're all crushing it. Art is great. Art is beautiful. Absolute Batman #2, though, man. Whoa. I think, I think Scott is kind of like, he got his foot on the gas for this book.
Yes.
Sorry, guys, if you hear my dog. My roommate's probably getting home, so you're just going to have to bear through it with us for a minute. But, yeah, I think they got the foot on the gas for this book. I mean, issue 1 was amazing, and issue 2 is nothing short of it. You know, like, at least story-wise, it's progressing, you know, and we're getting some in-depth conversations along with some action. So, like, for instance, in the beginning of the book, the party animals are just going rapid through the city. Like, they're just amping up the score, and Batman, every time Batman shows out, they show out harder. They're just not, they're not fucking with it, and Alfred is trying to, like, help him out by keeping security measures, like, by watching what they do. Not really telling him he's helping him out. But, and there's a whole lot of other shit going on. Like, there's this, like, Bruce Wayne shows up and plays poker with everybody. And that scene, that, I guarantee you, that is going to be, like, a very, like, important moment.
Yes. And also you get cameos from the various rogues gallery, but since this is the Absolute universe, not what you expect them to be. And the fact is that a lot of them are familiar with Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Which I thought
well,
was very it's a very, I thought it was
they
a
say
really good take
say
on
that in the first issue, though. They tell you in
Yeah.
the first issue he grew up hanging out with them because he's not a rich kid in this universe.
Yes. And I liked how it was the take on the very famous Batman cover with the villain poker game. Where I think it's like the Joker has like the bat cards, and I forget who's sitting around them, but
I'm not sure
I
I
like
know that one.
All right, I think it's a comic book cover, but I may also be wrong. They also did that in the animated series where they're all playing poker, talking about how all the various ways that they could have gotten Batman but didn't. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like,
Well,
oh,
it's a little different what they're talking about here. They're talking about the party animals and
yeah,
what they think they're doing, and he's trying to ask
yeah,
one of the guys, you know, like, basically, is he a play? Like, are they moving in on your shit? And he's like, I don't have shit to move in on. Like, leave me out of this type shit. But they're playing poker at the same time, so they're talking about the poker game, quote unquote. So it was really cool what they did there and how they threw it in the midst of all this chaos. Because it does feel like in this Gotham that, like, it's just non-stop chaos in the city. So I mean, I don't know, man. I love it. I'm a Batman sucker, but like, there's this scene where he's walking like through these hallways, or I think it was, and he has like his cape wrapped around him like a scarf, and he just looks like this
Yeah.
total badass. Like, what the fuck?
Or like, I think it was earlier where they're showing the montage of him fighting the party animals, and he does the thing with the suit where the spikes shoot out of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was pretty badass, and I thoroughly enjoy. I wasn't too impressed on Absolute Wonder Woman, but to be fair, I'm not a Wonder Woman fan. I did like the Superman one a lot. So I think like this ongoing, like it's an ongoing series, but this series of
I
books,
liked
I'm a big
Wonder
fan
Woman
of.
more than I think I liked Superman, to be honest.
Fair, fair. I mean, I I don't know. I thoroughly enjoyed the first Absolute Superman, so I'm kind of
No, I know you did, but I'm telling you, I didn't. That's not.
and and you know, weirdly enough, I think I can see why. Um, I'm gonna let you elaborate on that.
But no, I'm just saying though, like, I don't know. I I like Jason Aaron, but Superman just wasn't doing it for me. So that's just my personal opinion. I can see why people did enjoy it, but I thought the art on Wonder Woman was more fun, and I thought
Yeah,
the Pegasus, the dead horse or whatever the fuck its name was,
yeah, Pegasus. Yeah.
I thought that was super fucking dope, and her character design was cooler to me than Superman. But that's just me. That's why I think it was me personally. But overall, I think Batman is the best.
Yeah, yeah. No, we're that's kind of where we're getting at. Um, that being said,
Oh no, not with that being said. Wait, no, we're not grading this yet.
no. I was gonna ask
Okay.
you what who was your favorite interpretation so far? Like, because there's so many different takes on these characters that we initially know and love, and to see it spun in this direction, kind of interested to know.
My favorite my favorite character so far, like take on a character, is Alfred. I like that Alfred's a total
Yeah,
fucking badass. Like, I think that's fun and unique. So, I mean, I'm totally cool and here for it. I I think it's an absolute universe, right?
yeah.
So, like, let's do it. Let's go full fucking upside down and make it
Yeah.
unique. You know what I mean? What about you? Who's your favorite?
I gotta say, I think my favorite spin is actually Batman himself. And I know that may seem like a cop out, but just hear me out. I love the fact that whenever anybody's like, "Oh, what is Superman? What is Batman's power?" He has money. In this one, he doesn't. He actually is like a normal, average, everyday guy who also just dons the vigilante and has, you know, all the gadgets that go with it, but also, you know, he's still just a regular dude. And I loved the inclusion of the poker game and the fact that you do kind of get to see him do detective work, but without the cape and cowl. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just a regular guy going to play poker with his friends and also mining them for information. So he's never not Batman, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, no, 100%. And I mean, the I was gonna say the other cool thing is how like he uses all of his jobs that he's had throughout the city into
Yes.
like his stash houses, his like equipment and stuff. Like his Batmobile is a giant fucking like
Fucking,
dump truck
like,
looking thing.
yeah.
Like it looks like one of those fucking yellow Tonka trucks, like but Batmobile.
I was thinking more like an aircraft carrier on wheels, because
Yeah,
like it's kind of flat like that. But
yeah,
like I
no.
I mean, and also the detail of like the various locations of where all these stash houses are is the bat signal because like I don't think Batman can help himself when it
That's
comes to
what
branding.
that's what Alfred said. He said he's really laying into the gimmick because he like figured
Yeah,
out where all the stash houses were like located, and like it's just like I'm excited though that in this issue him and Alfred come together and actually are
yeah,
starting to unite, because now like it's like, okay, he has like a sidekick, Alfred, like he's gonna have a partner in like not crime but like a partner in fighting crime, and it's
yeah.
gonna be this badass assassin motherfucker who like doesn't give a shit.
And also is not the stereotypical dude in the chair. Because like he's actually probably going to be involved in the action to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still going to be telling Batman information, but you know, more engaged than just like monitoring him on a computer screen. You know?
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think because Alfred actually likes using guns and trying to kill people, from what he said earlier in the book. So when he tried to fight Batman, he tried to shoot him with a shotgun. So
Yeah.
I think I'm excited to see him kind of be lethal. Hopefully,
Yeah. Um.
I think the art is also amazing though. Like
Yes.
it feels very much like a comic book though. I also got the I got the Daniel Warren Johnson fucking cover, dude.
Mhm.
Oh my god, it's such a sick fucking style. Like it's just him sitting. It's like him standing on the rooftop, and there's just like fucking 50 fucking bodies laid out, beat to shit, and it's like in this super cartoony, dark style. I fucking love Daniel Warren Johnson, dude. I'm such a simp for his work. Like I will read. He's the guy who did Do a Power Bomb and all that. Like,
Ooh.
oh my god, dude. Fucking his cut. Did you get a physical?
No, I got this one online. Just because it was in my digital basket, and I'm not really gonna mess with that too much. Um,
Missing out.
I still, I know, but I think eventually as the series progresses, I'm gonna start picking them up, physically. I mean, because like, and it kind of made sense for digital for at least the first two because it is the first two, and I didn't know it was gonna be fucking amazing.
No,
So
dude, everybody knew it was gonna be fucking amazing, so it didn't make sense. I'm gonna hold you on that one. This is a very hyped up, like the previews looked awesome. There was nothing about it that seemed like it wasn't gonna be awesome. Like there was no reason for doubt on this one. And
I,
the and like I think issue 1 goes for like 20-25 bucks now in first print.
yeah,
So like, and they knew it was gonna sell out. Like they said it was selling out, and they already had it on the second print before it came out. So I'm gonna have to hold you on that one. You just started on the
yeah,
internet.
yeah. Or I'm on the wrong places of the internet.
Yeah,
You know.
you're too busy looking at what the fuck Elon Musk is doing.
is,
That's why
is
all
it
of you are.
hard doing?
No, that's why you're all so fucking stressed out, because you guys fill your fucking feed with politics. Like, I get it, be in touch, but like, at least throw something in there that you can enjoy. God damn. I know other people who do it. I have certain social media that I just don't allow politics on, and
Yeah,
like shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta like make, but like yeah. Either way, I
yeah,
I I rate this book very high. I give it I give it a 10. Art, story. I think this first five, because like the first five tell some sort of story. So I think the first five are gonna be a really killer fucking story, and I guarantee you they're all gonna be tens.
yeah. I, I agree 100% with what you said. I also say I'm very much looking forward to Martian Manhunter. Especially now having 4 or 5 books to you know to read, and like out of this series as it's coming out, I'm looking forward to it. Seriously.
I am. A couple people online got to read it early from what I saw, and they were saying that it was like we're not even ready for it. So I'm very excited. There's also like a Flash one coming out. That could be interesting.
That, that could be. I'm not a very big fat Flash fan, but I can see this kind of changing gears for me.
I mean, yeah, I just think it could be interesting. I'm not a big Flash fan either. I could care less about Flash, but the Absolute Universe has been so good. I'm like, why would I not keep my eyes peeled? You know?
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna do a Green Lantern at some point, or
I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I think there's. I think they probably. I think if they're gonna do some other characters, they got some like ones that they should be using. I think Green Lantern has enough going on.
okay, fair, fair. I just wanted to pick your brain. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean I would like it. I would love an absolute Green Lantern. Like if you told me tomorrow, if you told me right fucking now, like Rainy, check X or Threads or Blue Sky, and there's a fucking absolute Green Lantern coming out. I'm messaging Pat from Velocity Comics and being like, pull this right fucking now. Like, I don't care who's writing it. I don't care who's doing the art, unless it's Alyssa Wong. Like, pull that fucking book. Like, like I love Green Lantern. Like.
Just email Pat now. Tell him when this book comes out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, just fucking. I do email that man, like, randomly, like, 4 a.m., 3 a.m. all the time. Like, yo, can you. I'm like, yo, I forgot to get this book. Can you order it for me? Like, I checked my email right before this, and he messaged me back and was like, just ordered it, be here in a week. And I'm like, my man. Because I'm trying to collect these, Chris Russo, I think is his name. I'd have to double check. He does the Venom War covers,
Oh,
and I can tell you in a second. Uh, where is it, dude? Um, fucking let's see, what's his name? Chris Giarrusso, Giarrusso.
yeah.
It kind of has a Scotty Young vibe to it, but not really. I have all the covers for it other than issue 3. I somehow missed that one. So I was like, yo, can I get that? So, a little pricey of a book. It's $5.99, but it's 36 pages. I'm really just getting it for the cover set. I want to have all the covers to match because I'm a fucking loser.
No, man, you're just a collector. Don't sell yourself short.
No, I know. I appreciate the shit. Like, read your comic books, guys. If you can take anything away from comic book of the week, it's that me and Juju actually read comic books. Like,
Yes. Religiously.
yeah, I mean, Juju reads at least fucking 3 comic books a week.
Yeah.
I mean, that may not be, if not more. Like,
If not more. Um, Generally tend to go towards a lot of independent stuff, but you know, I'll pretty much read anything. That's just how I look at it now.
yeah,
Um,
no, I'm kind of with you. Like, I got into that Jessica Jones Max series, and I was like, who am I? Like, but it was fucking awesome. So, I mean, read what you love, or read what you enjoy. Like, who
yeah.
fucking cares if it's popular or not? You know how many, like, series I've read that people are like, this sucks, and I was like, I loved it. Fuck it.
It's
Like,
also like, well, you have no creativity, so that's why you think it sucks. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just boring as shit. It's why you think it fucking sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this is kind of how I feel about comic book naysayers to begin with. Expand your horizons. Like if you're just gonna sit here and read your Danielle Steele novels and like that's it, you're really kind of selling yourself short on entertainment. It can't all be romance novels and
Yeah, dude,
fucking.
I read that fucking that Hawkeye series that's really popular. I read it on Kindle for free.
Yeah,
I think it's like My Name's Hawkeye or some shit like that. Uh, dude, I was like, I love Hawkeye now. Like, what the
yeah.
fuck? Like, why do I want to go get like a second? I can't afford the first, but why do I want to go get like a second or third appearance of Hawkeye now to throw in my collection? Because it's just like,
I mean, and you wouldn't have other picked it up otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
that's. I will say, if you have Prime in general, I hate Prime, but I have it because I need to order certain shit off of there, like on a
yeah,
whim. And I got 3 months of Kindle for free out of it. You get free Prime comic books out of it. You can start so many series for
yeah,
free and like figure out if you like them or not, and it's worth it, man. Like I
yeah,
think like if you have it, you might as well use it. Or like you have a Comixology, right?
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, like I remember Kindle, dude. I'm on the third volume of iZombie because I was just like, it was Halloween, and I was like, or it was like October, and I was like, all right, dude, like I'm gonna just read iZombie every time I go to bed, and I end up reading like a whole volume when I go to bed. Like, didn't really go to bed. I read a volume.
Yeah.
I read 100 and something, 200 something pages of iZombie, and then went to bed. But
I will also give a piece of advice too for like people who are of the literature world and are kind of looking at comic books like it's a lesser art form. Go to Barnes and Noble. In the back of the children's section, they have classic literature in graphic novel form. And not only is it quality art, but also it's the original text as well.
oh, that's
So like
fire.
if if for instance like somebody like you, I'm never gonna recommend the novel Dracula. It's 18th century writing. It's a little dry, and the formatting is fucking weird. But I will recommend the graphic novel version of it, and they do have it in the kids section. I don't even know why. I feel like that should be in the graphic, like at least graphic novel, because like American graphic novels are being overtaken by manga.
Yeah,
Fill
yeah,
that section up,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean,
In
they had like the
stock,
Odyssey, the Iliad, shit like that.
in stock trades is the best place to buy like collected like graphic novels,
Yeah,
like comic book wise. Like they have so many good deals and free shipping over like 30-50 bucks, which pretty much every book on there is like 25 at the minimum, so you almost always get free shipping.
yeah.
In stock trades, I highly recommend it. And
Stock
your
trade.
book will show up not damaged. Best part. Um
Yes.
something
So,
damaged Something very damaged, though, is my soul after finishing The Penguin.
yes. oh,
Like, what the
oh yeah.
fuck, man? You finished it,
Uh,
right?
yes, I did. yeah,
Holy
yes, I fucking did.
fuck stick, dude. Holy fuck stick. If you're not aware, me and Juju covered the first couple episodes of The Penguin on Max, written by, what's her name? Lauren LaFranc. Or created by Lauren LaFranc, starring Colin Farrell and a few other
Yep.
folks. Kristen Milanti
Yes,
and
shout out her.
as Sophia Falcone, and Renzi Felez as Victor, Clancy Brown as Salvatore. You already know Sal. And a bunch of other people. You know, you got Theo Rossi from
Yes.
Sons of Anarchy as Dr. Julian. You know what I mean? You got a bunch of pretty good actors, but Colin Farrell and Kristen Melody or whatever, They stole the
similar.
fucking they stole the show, and I mean
Yes.
Victor's character was also fucking amazing. Um,
Oh yeah.
but it's been premiering every Sunday at 9 o'clock on Max, and it's been a fucking awesome time to be watching television. The Penguin Show is the exact way you make a show a villain series without the superhero. You know, like
Yes.
it is exactly how you go about it. Um, it's fucked up though, man. Like
Oh,
there's a lot of
super cool.
there's a lot of darkness in it. So
Yeah.
if you're not like okay with fucked up storylines and murder and betrayal and
And
murder
backstabbing,
and
weird family shit.
more murder,
Yeah.
don't watch this. But
Yeah.
if you love The Wire or Sopranos, watch this show.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
it picks up right after the Batman, like the first Batman movie. It picks up with Penguin or Oz in his suite or up in the club or whatever, and the town's flooding, and then it goes from there, and it
Yeah.
involves the Falcones, the Mahoney. I mean, dude,
Ernie's, the
yeah,
triads,
yeah,
literally
like
everybody. Fucking Arkham. Um, which again, nothing good can ever come from Arkham Asylum. I genuinely believe that. That place should be razed to the fucking ground and salted. Like just just burn the whole thing down.
I mean, dude. Spoiler alert, but like the whole thing you find out with Sophia and like how she
Yeah.
wasn't actually the hangman was like a huge crazy fucking twist. Like I mean, dude, the best part about the show is everybody's a villain and they make you feel sorry at some point for almost every villain,
Every villain.
and like you're just trying to root for like the less shitty one of all of them, and you think it's Oz the whole time, but it's fucking not. Like Oz
No.
is the biggest piece of shit
Shit.
out of
Ever.
everybody. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. You're gonna hate Oz. You're gonna. I promise. You're gonna fucking hate him. I do.
you,
I love him
you
though.
you want
I love
you
him in
want
the
Robert
worst way. You know what I
you want
mean?
you almost kind of want Pattinson to beat him up for a solid 5 minutes.
Almost. I want. If Pattinson doesn't break his fucking ankles in the first 10 minutes of the Batman 2, I'm gonna be pissed off. Like, I need him to go fucking Arkham Asylum on his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need him to beat the dog shit out of Oz. Like, I posted on my story, somebody needs to run the fucking fade. We'll get into it. But, the show does such a good job of playing into all the crime families and showing you that, like, Gotham is so fucking corrupt. And, like, there's just so much for the Batman. I think that's why the title The Batman works so well. Is that, like, the Batman is pretty much, like, the only person who's gonna fight this crime. And Gordon, like, I guess, too. But he's not even in the show. Spoiler
No.
alert.
I mean, that's also one of the things that I would like to highlight is that this show does take place in a Batman world where Batman is rarely mentioned. Or
Yeah.
like he's not seen at all. They don't talk about it at all. It's all like in reference to Batman, it's all about the shit the Riddler did. So they may reference like Bruce Wayne in like a newspaper or like some
Batman's
other
not in
shit.
the show at all, though.
No, not at all. I'm also like I also liked how they just made Gotham like in honestly indistinguishable from like a city like Chicago or New York. Like it felt like a much more real. Like don't get me wrong, I like the Art Deco and I like what Tim Burton did, but I like how this Gotham feels more real. Like it's more grounded.
Well,
It's
that's what Matt Reeves' whole thing is, though, is that he doesn't want it to be fantastical or whatever,
yeah,
and he's keeping it very grounded. I mean, if you watch the first Batman movie, that was obvious that like this
yes,
Gotham is more legitimate and real. So yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. But I think we knew that before this show, though. You know what
yeah.
I
And
mean?
I'm just saying, I like to see more of that. I also loved like the sets and everything. Like when you
What
go
do you
to
mean we'll
the
see more of that? You saw it just for 8 fucking episodes. Like, I mean,
no, and
like,
I mean like I would like to see more of it going forward. Like
yeah,
I want
okay.
to. I want a second season of this. I want a sequel to Batman. I like what Matt Reeves is
Well,
doing.
I mean, we get the Batman 2 in 2 years, and that's the next
Yeah,
installment. So,
yeah,
according to Matt Reeves, that's the next installment. They're talking about doing a season 2 of Penguin, but I don't think that's gonna happen until after the Batman 2 because they're already writing that. They're
yeah.
already like filming that, if I'm correct. So.
And I know that Colin Farrell is definitely going to be on a lot of projects after this now too, because that performance is so fucking brilliant. Like,
If he
the
doesn't win some awards for this, is gonna be
no, I
insane.
I
I don't know. I
understand
don't.
how
Yeah, I
you know.
mean, or even the show writers and shit too. You know, like I think this show deserves to be get the treatment that
Yeah.
that what was that show? Fucking that just won all the like 14 fucking awards. The Last Ronin,
Uh,
not the Last Ronin. That's fucking TMNT.
Samurai. Uh,
No, that's not
was
what
it
it's called.
Samurai? Shogun?
Shogun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it should deserves the Shogun treatment. I think it was
Yeah.
way fucking better than that, honestly.
I mean, this literally was 8 hours of one continuous movie. Is how I look at it. I don't even think of it as like individual episodes. Like they each one was just so good. Um, I also would like to kind of point out that if they ever remade The Godfather, I would absolutely love to see Colin Farrell play Vito Corleone because that motherfucker looks and sounds exactly like people I know in real life.
But Ma, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt, Ma. I want you to get
And
hurt.
even the little kid who played Little Oz was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, you nailed that."
yeah, dude. Nah, fucking. I follow this guy on Instagram who does impressions of Oz. He dresses up like him and walks like him and everything. And like, holy shit, dude. I'm like, that accent is fucking hilarious. Like, it's so crazy because like if you hear Colin Farrell talk and then you hear him do Oz, it's like, what the fuck, yo? It's completely two different
It's,
people.
it's dude, and I mean, you watch the show, and it's not like, oh, it's Colin Farrell wearing makeup. You absolutely forget what Colin Farrell looks like
Oh no, he's. I
because he
watched a
just
video. He's under.
disappeared.
I watched a video of his prosthetic shit. He's under layers of fucking shit.
Yeah,
Like, and he said it. He's like, he's never been like under like layers of makeup like that and prosthetics before. Like, it's completely different, dude. Like,
yeah.
they completely transformed Colin Farrell for it. It's gnarly, dude. It's gnarly. Fucking. But no, I really do like that Batman doesn't show up though, because they focus in on all these other characters and
Yeah,
crime families, and it gives the smaller criminal, not the smaller criminals, but the people that keep Gotham's crime running and going. It gives them time to shine, rather
yes,
than like the big mass killers and Looney Tunes like the Riddler and everybody else they're gonna have moving forward.
yeah.
So I mean, it just like it also gives more players to the story.
Oh yeah, and I really want Colin Farrell to return for the Batman 2, and I think he's supposed to. Um, Again, I don't have anything bad to say about this show. I thoroughly enjoyed it from beginning to end. Like,
Who's your favorite character in the whole show?
oh, I think my favorite character is Sophia. And the reason why is really weird. I could relate to her because in my past, I did something. kind of bad and ended up in a very similar situation as her. Not as bad and not as long, but it was still like I can completely understand that feeling of betrayal, that feeling of I'm here when I shouldn't be here and nobody else believes me. Like that I completely just identified and I love the way that she played that. I love
Okay.
everything about her character.
If I can't pick the Penguin, because honestly, the Penguin by Colin Farrell was my favorite
Yeah.
character, I'm gonna go with Victor. I loved
Ooh.
Victor. I thought Victor was awesome. Um, I really hate how it turned out for him,
Yep.
but I thoroughly enjoyed his character development and what he did for Oz and himself. I think he made the wrong decisions, but I thought he was going to make it to the top. So at first, I thought he made the right decisions. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll get to that in a little bit. But I don't know, man. Fucking. I mean, fuck it. If you've seen the show,
Yeah.
fucking Oz kills Victor, man. Oz killing him fucking really.
It was okay. It was like your mom's in a spoiler alert, fine. His mother tells him that she doesn't want to be a vegetable. And he lets her be a vegetable. She's like his major weakness. They've kind of established that she is his major weakness. Why kill him when someone could just as easily walk into your apartment and smother your mom and that's it. They got you.
Well,
You
his
know.
mom's dead. She's a
No, she's like
vegetable.
she's a vegetable.
Yeah, he doesn't care, dude. Like that doesn't matter. Like to him, she's basically dead. Like, you know what I mean? And like Victor got too close. Like it's like I think it's deeper than what you're thinking. Like there's like a scene where she confuses Victor for one of her sons, and Oz
Yeah.
witnesses it. I
Yeah,
think
that too.
I think he didn't. I think like to him it was like, nah, bro. Like you're too close for comfort. Like I can't have more than just my mother rocking around. Like that's why he told me he couldn't bring him to the top. Is because like his mother's a vegetable hidden away. Like there's no her like
Yeah.
wandering around. There's no nothing anymore. It's just vegetable. And Victor is somebody that could lead them to them, or she
Turn on
can't.
that. Yeah.
She can't do anything. She can't speak, so she's worthless to anybody who tries to interrogate her. You know what I'm saying? But Victor isn't.
You're right. You're right. I didn't think about that. I was thinking more like his whole thing is like, when you love somebody in this life, you can't love anybody. It's just got to be you.
I mean,
And
dog,
it's
he
like,
killed his own
that's
brothers.
how I interpret it. Yeah.
Brother, he killed his own brothers. Like, you really think, like, it's something for him to kill Victor? Like, you really think he felt more love for Victor than he did his own brothers? No.
Oh, no. No.
So, like, I feel like it's pretty, like, it's shocking, but I think it's pretty obvious that, like, he's a bad guy and he's gonna kill whoever seems like that, like,
And also, in a very weird way, it kind of seems like if you don't have a moniker or like a last name, really, you're not gonna make it to the end because, like, in the end, like, you're
he didn't even
you're
kill Sophia. He let her live.
yeah, exactly. Because I mean, she's also Sophia Falcone.
Well, it worked with his plan.
Fiance.
He told the
Yeah,
cops that he was gonna use her as as the person who blew up the hole in the city
yeah.
and all that. So like she was his scapegoat. So that's why he had to let her live. So like his plan honestly was genius, but fucking just evil.
Despicable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because he
killing the
put her in
brother.
the
Yeah, he
one
put her,
place that she did not want to go to.
and it was him. It was his fault that he put her there the first time.
Yep.
So I mean,
Well,
it's
I'm saying
fun.
like if you weren't named in the comic book, I don't think you're gonna get out alive. you
Yeah,
know?
fair, fair. I mean, even if you were, you didn't though. Fucking Sal didn't make it out. Her dad
Oh
didn't make
yeah.
it out. You know, like
Her brother didn't make it out. The wife
yeah, the
of Sal didn't make it out.
yeah, so fucking. I mean, it was all around fucked, man. But it was a great series. Like each episode was just banger after banger. You know, like I really don't. I was also reading The Long Halloween while I was watching this, so like it just felt perfect.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's. I mean, especially with like the Carmine Falcone storyline in
Yeah.
that.
No, exactly. It just felt perfect. I love how though in The Long Halloween, Sophia's this big, like butch, like
Yeah,
bulky
big burly
woman.
Italian lady.
Yeah, like she looks like a linebacker, dude, and she like has like
Yeah,
power and strength, and it's just like I was like, what the fuck is this? Yo, like
also funny.
how do we go from this to fucking what we got on Matt? I'm not mad about it. I like the
Oh,
difference. I think it was a good change, but it's just funny as shit.
also liked how in Batman: The Long Halloween, Carmine Falcone looks very close to Marlon Brando. Like almost like they if they made that movie back in the '80s, they could have cast Marlon in that.
I can see
You know,
that. I can see that. I had to think
which
about who that was for a minute.
like going back to Colin Farrell, there were moments where I was looking at it, kind of going like Marlon Brando, 100%. If they ever do a remake of The Godfather, Colin Farrell should play that part because he did it perfectly. Like, everything from the mannerisms to like, doing this to like, the way that they had the hairpiece, it just screamed Don Corleone, but if Don Corleone actually fucking got his hands dirty. You know?
Yeah, well, like that's the reason I think Penguin's better than the Godfather in a sense is that like
Yes.
the Penguin's like actually in the mud. Like he does the dirty work. Like he is making all these parts move low key.
Yes. And Tony Soprano also very hands on, but also a good delegator as well, because there were certain jobs that he wouldn't do, but he would make other people do. So
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know,
sorry.
dude.
I gotta mention my boy Tony in the pantheon of gangsters because again played perfectly.
Ah, I get it. I get it. I loved it. My dad and stepmom watched the whole thing week to week. Like they were hyped before it came out. Now they want to watch the Batman and all that shit. So shout out this show for making people nerds without knowing it. You know what I
Oh yeah,
mean?
and I I like how compare and contrast because Gotham is very similar in certain ways and different in others to the Penguin. But I like how Gotham is more like a police procedural in Gotham, whereas the Penguin is the Sopranos in Gotham. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. No, 100%. It's a different point of view.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Are you liking Gotham so far?
I am. I am. I'm digging Gotham. I'm only on like episode 6 because I've been going to bed early, but I think tonight I'll probably watch some because I got nothing else to really do. So,
Fair.
um,
I like that show. They do like Penguin. They do a good job of featuring kind of the background characters.
I don't really like. It's the chick from fucking uh Agatha. It's not Agatha, but she was one of the witches. She was like the median or whatever. She plays the Penguin's mom in
Oh
Gotham.
yeah, Carol Kane.
Her
Yeah,
little accent is a little dramatic in that show.
you know where that's from? That's from Taxi, because that's where she got her big break from. So that's a reference to her character. But no, I understand completely. She also played the mom in the grandmother in the Adams Family
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah, she did. But I'm digging it. I'm getting into the thick of it now. Like,
Yeah,
uh, Fish just planted that girl on on Carmine
yeah,
or, or whatever his name is.
yeah.
Um,
It's Falcone that she
yeah,
works for.
yeah. She just planted that girl on Falcone. They just listened to that song, and that was the last episode I watched. In the park, because that was her
Oh yeah,
secret weapon. Is that girl singer?
yep. She's gonna get him through the The boudoir, as they say.
Yeah. So
Um,
I'm excited. I like the guy from Grounded for Life as well as Gordon's partner. So
oh yeah, Harvey Bullock.
yeah. So I like that I'm watching it this way because it's like I like the crime aspect, and now I get to see the police aspect of Gotham.
Yeah,
So that's cool, and you get to see Bruce Wayne growing up. That's also a cool little aspect.
I like the actor who played Bruce Wayne in that. Um, he wasn't nearly as annoying as other child actors are. Like he kind of played it super straight, and I liked that. Um,
Same here. I also like the Alfred in that show.
oh yeah, he's badass. Him and Gordon may be my top two characters, and that's
Gordon,
including like.
Gordon is really good in that show. If they didn't have that guy play Gordon, it wouldn't be that good.
No, it wouldn't be good. It would. It really wouldn't. And he
Nah,
carries that. Like,
no, yeah, like every time he's on screen, you're like, "Yup, I need more of you, dude. I need more of
like,
you."
was it One Tree Hill that he was on,
I think
or
so.
is that Chad Michael Murray?
I don't know. I
No, he
didn't
was on
watch.
the OC. That's right. It was the OC.
Well, shout out him, dude. He cooked on Gotham. Like I
Oh
know
yeah.
they got a bunch of seasons, so I got a lot to
I forgot.
watch.
I forgot how many. I think it's more than 5,
Yeah,
but I'm not sure.
I want to say it was like 8. CW be doing that shit. Oh, I'm not logged into fucking Emma's Max down
I can
here.
look at it. Just give me a second. I gotta find it.
Fuck.
Goth. No, not with the V. It's the one thing I don't like about this wireless keyboard is that it's a lot smaller. 5 seasons.
All right, yeah. So I'm going through season 1 now. Then I got 4 more. I still gotta finish Titans. I got to like season 4 of that, and I gave up. Um.
Those CW shows do go on forever, though.
Well,
Gotta say that.
HBO picked it up after a while for Titans.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. So for better or worse, it's not bad. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I really like the Gotham stuff in Titans. When they go to Gotham, that shit was good. That was like a really good. People hated it, but I liked it. So I mean, fuck whatever people say. I sometimes you gotta go against the grain and just do what you do. Like
Yeah.
Doom Patrol, I think you would love Doom Patrol.
No, I've seen Doom Patrol. I at least got through the first season. I need to finish the rest of the series, but I
I
did
do
like the
too.
Doom.
I'm on like season 2 or 3 of that as well. I heard it doesn't get
Honestly,
any better though. I heard after like season
yeah.
2 or 3 it goes downhill. I think that's why I fell off.
Um, that when I saw Doom Patrol, I kind of had a hint that Brendan Fraser was making a comeback because like him as the I forget what his name is, but he's the guy in the robots.
Oh
Just that
yeah.
trail was so good. Like, and
Yes,
I'm
it was. Him cussing all the fucking time was hilarious as a
yes,
robot. I was digging it, dude. I was loving the shit out of it. Um, Dudes, remember we also do a podcast every Friday and Saturday on Twitch at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at Braindead XTV on Twitch. You can follow us there, and if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free and get no ads. You know what I'm saying? So use your
yes.
Prime, get a free subscription, watch all the VODs, no ads, and watch it live and chat for free. We do a comic book of the week or comic book of the night there. So Friday and Saturday we pick 2 different comic books that are different than here, and we review them, and then we do a bunch of random topics that are different from here. So I just wanted to throw that out there for everybody who's new. Um, yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
also make sure you subscribe to the YouTube because Venom War Wolverine Part 2 will be out this week. After it'll be Venom War Part 3. I might even do that in the same week. And if Part 2 gets enough likes, Part 2 quicker. Saying, Gigi, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah. if you're ever stealing cars in Gotham, don't go to work for the guy that you steal the rims from, because that will go on your
Yeah.
guilt.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true.
You know what? Just don't do crime in Gotham.
Yeah, don't be a criminal in Gotham, and remember, never offended, always recommended, and you guys have a wonderful night. Peace! Or day, wherever you are.